Hello everybody, welcome to a behind-the-scenes video of the Dudley Simpson is Doctor Who Project Season 2. And you viewers on Patreon are seeing this first. If you're just seeing it now and you're not a member of Patreon, join right now, because there's all kinds of extras available to you, including early releases of videos and behind-the-scenes videos like this. Well, if you're already a member, you've noticed that I posted something about having a couple of transcriptions left to do. One of them I'm going to start working on now. Today is June 4th for your reference. And just for your information, that little hum in the background is my air conditioner. Not that it's too warm out tonight, but as a matter of fact, it's kind of noisy outside. So I figured that this would cut down on the background noise, so you would hear just myself and my piano stylings and transcribings. Also, if you read the post, I was a little less than forthcoming about what piece I was going to be working on. The piece is actually this.
Urgent.
What is it?
I've got something on the air, Mum. Something strange.
Sure it's not just interference, something to do with the heat wave?
No, Mum. There's something on there.
It's going closer. Still very high.
Coming down fast, though, Mum. And heading this way.
There must be meteorites.
But they're flying in formation. They've come down.
Where?
So when I was recording in preparation for another transcription, music that rapidly follows this music right here, I had just started the program from the beginning, and I listened to this track and decided, it's great. I was hooked as soon as I started listening to bum 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 bum, that timpani line that happens there. So I'm going to give it a go. It is from episode 1 of Spearhead From Space, in case that wasn't clear yet. A story that I haven't done anything from until season 2. So I'm excited to add that to the repertoire. As you may know, because I did release a making of video for The Sand Miner, episode 33. That would have been April or so of 2021. So now, here's another one, and it's basically going to proceed in the same way. Let's start right from the beginning and start to write things down. Okay. Beats about here. I think that's around 120 beats a minute, the famous tempo. Although this was the last year that Simpson was not writing to pre-recorded programming. Although since this story was recorded on film, I always wondered if he was able to do it in a post-production style like he did from season 8. I don't know, because obviously the intention of the program was to make it in the normal way and have the music pre-set for performance and tele-recording. So I'd have to look. I think I have the recording date of the music somewhere. But anyway, It's at 120 beats per minute. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, so that means I should be writing this down. I'll give it a title. Meteorites in Formation. Not a bad title. And that's pretty much in 4/4 time, most of the... So I'll just keep it that way. Okay, so let's figure it out from the beginning. Okay, so that last little chord of, I think it's either muted horns or actually might be muted trumpets. I think there are trumpets in this score, which is a little unusual. Simpson did not use trumpets very much. I think because they have a tendency to always be at the forefront of the sound, and he maybe didn't want that all the time. So he used trumpets in Planet of Giants, and I think here, and that's about it, as far as I remember. Yeah, it has a pretty steady 4/4 beat there. Although right at the beginning, it seems like there's 2 extra beats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's loop this. Let me shift it over so that the end of the title music isn't there. There might be a timpani rolling underneath there. It's a little hard to tell. Again, in my normal practice, I would be wearing headphones and listening directly into the recording, so there isn't as much ambient noise that could bother me. But for your sake, I'll do it this way. Okay. I think that's a clarinet or something. Okay, fun. B, little B, hint of B major there, with A in the bass. Okay, I think it's just those 2 notes. There are several parts here. I'm just sort of wondering how they're going to work that out. I usually, at the same time as I transcribe, I do some work trying to figure out how it's actually going to work on the piano. That sometimes means there's a little bit of editing directly as I work, so that I know what music needs to be reduced. B and D sharp, very exciting. Okay. Okay. Let's see what the third sound is. Okay. And there's like a guitar chord that happens there. I hear like a strum. But it sounds very similar to what's already happening, so let's see. Yeah. I think it's the same sound. Okay. But anyway, I just need that first chord because obviously the bub is the same harmony, obviously. All right, let's loop this bit. Nice. I can hear the clarinet still going on underneath. Very dissonant, D sharp and D natural at the same time. So all of that is kind of held together, obviously because it's different instruments. But how the piano will do that is different. Like I could go... But that loses the staccato, so I might have to go... lose the A at the end, so that this has to stay there, definitely. Nice. 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. Okay. Bub up, bub up. Okay. So you can see right at the beginning there, I've made the first measure just a little longer. I don't know how exactly I'll write that, but it doesn't matter now. And then the upper part comes in. Bum, bub up, bub up. Let's hear what's happening with that timpani part now. It's not an A in the timpani there. Interesting. This definitely needs a raising of the pitch, because that's a very low timpani note. That's weird. Huh. I think it is. I think it's F sharp. Play that better next time. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Ba-bum. Ba-pum. So that's bum, 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 ba-bum, ba-bum. Could sound right as an octave because it's a timpani, but it's so low there and growly, like it was hard for me to hear at first what it was. Maybe it's better to sound like this. Maybe. We'll see. But that's the note. That's what I care about to start with. Okay, and I think there's more. I think there's va-ba, va-ba-ba-ba. Huh. There's another strummed chord there in the guitar. I think the first thing to do is to work out the horns or the trumpets. Okay, so now actually what I think I want to do is I'm going to take this and slow the tempo down. I'm going to double the length of that passage. It sounds a bit like fourths. Except I'm thinking there might be a third note in there. Not sure. Oh. Yes, there's definitely a lower note there. Oh, it could be a chord of fourths. Maybe. Have to listen more carefully. So, ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba. Except something's different at the beginning of that measure, and I need to check that out. Let's take just the first chord. Better to do little bits at a time. It's easier to figure it out. Huh. It's also a little bit of a problem there because you can start to hear the sound effect of the Meteorites, that sound. I don't think it's in the same register as the instrumentation, so I don't think I'll mistake it. That's good anyway. Yeah. Huh. Could be that. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wow, I just heard this. That A flat might be there. Alright, I want to hear the other chord now. It is there. Wow, that's dissonant. Because we just had that roll of G's and those G's are still ringing. How would I do that? I'd have to go... Huh, that's pretty cool. That F sharp and A flat. That F sharp and A flat with the G underneath, that's wow, cooler than I thought. Huh. I'm not quite convinced about it. And again, I'm going to need a little less noise and a little more direct listening to really be sure about that. Wait. Ba 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 ba. Okay. So that's an eighth note. Yes, they do rest. Okay, so there's ba 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 ba. That's important. Wow, that turned out to be cool. It's sort of a rolled chord. I think I'll try to honor that because the guitar strums a chord there. And I think it will sound better if I honor that by going. Okay, I think that's what it is. Oh, there. Ba 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 is that last measure. I think that's what it turned out to be. Yeah. So the timpani is going to repeat. Make a new staff here. I'll just write that as shorthand, measure 3, because it's exactly the same thing as what I already wrote. It'll save me time not having to write it again. Okay, yep, it's the same. So it's really just a question of what the flutes do now. Let's see. Sounds like it does it again. That's going to make this arrangement a little difficult because obviously the flutes and the horns are sort of overlapping each other at times, and I'm wondering how exactly I'm going to make that work together. We'll see. Should be able to do it because although there's some overlapping, I'm not sure everything is happening at the same time. We'll see. Good old tritones. Oh, that's also going to be a problem because now there's like sound effects of not only the meteorites, but also there's like a hum at the radar station where they pick up the meteorites, that opening scene. Yeah, I'll just have to be careful that I don't accidentally transcribe that too. Good. Let's now hear the next sound. Parallel tritones, lovely. Ba 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 ba. All tritones all the time. Sounds sounds good. Okay. Let me write those in now. So it sounds like a repeat of what we saw a measure ago. See, now you can hear the meteorite sound is getting really loud. There's like a whoosh kind of sound. There's only going to be one problem. I think they might be the same pitches. Let me just see here. They actually overlap each other. So where the flutes end is actually the note that the horn picks up with. Okay. Well, that's not too bad then. It won't be too awkward, I think, to make that happen. Also, not sure if that guitar strumming thing happens again. I'll have to see about that. I don't hear it. Let me just pull back a second or two in case the strum will usually anticipate the beat. So it will land, it will finish on the beat. Might mean I might be able to hear it. Yeah, I don't hear it. Would sound good to do it again. It's very logical to repeat something. It gives it credibility, to coin a phrase. Oh, these last chords actually sound more thick than the first version. Let me see here. There could be another note there that I'm not hearing. It would make sense for those to be the same because they sure sound the same, they start the same. It would make sense for them to be actually the same. I will have to double check that. Alright, so what have I got so far? I have this. That kind of makes sense to do it that low part there again. It sounds right there. So again, more investigating to be done. And that's just the beginning. Thank you for tuning in to my first part of this transcription behind the scenes of what might end up being called Meteorites in Formation from Spearhead from Space. Please join my Patreon, support my efforts, and see more videos like this and see the inner workings and me figuring out the music along with you. Otherwise, subscribe, like, share, and comment on YouTube as well. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks very much.